Hey now, hey now. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to My Grandpa is a Vampire live watch along. It is your homeboy from the South, good old CHH. And I've got America's son and his child. Dude, what about this Chucky, Garrett? Which one is this?
This is the plush one.
Let me see it. Damn, look at the face on that thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good one.
When did you get that? A couple weeks ago?
No, I've had it probably a couple months.
Okay.
Uh, I have the other Trick or Treat Studios one, but it's still in the box. This one I kind of just have out and about, and I finally just got a confirmation that my Bride of Chucky Tiffany is shipping any day now, and I've had that thing on pre-order since 2018, baby.
Are you even
So
excited anymore? Or are you just kind of like, well, I don't even want the damn thing at this point?
I want it, but like it's one of those things. Like if I would have known that this would have taken this long, I would have just kept throwing money towards it because like I put a down payment on it, like half. So I just paid for to go to Kansas City and stuff like that in April, and like so all of a sudden now it's like the last thing I want is another like $400
Mm,
bill, for that thing or whatever. So yeah, I'm excited, but it just sucks that it took so long. I wish I
yeah.
should have paid it off by now.
We got tonight's going to be a cult audience for the live show, but I think this one's going to have some legs. But I am happy for the people that are joining us. Garrett said this movie's on Tubi, right?
Yeah, I think I was talking to Wes earlier, and he was asking where he can watch it, and I'm like, I'm not sure. And then he's like, it's actually, he said it was on Tubi. So if that's the case, you guys can watch along with us.
You have a little bit of commercials, but you'll stick
Yeah, yeah. We'll
you'll
just
stick with us. Um, I'm excited. Garrett. Before we start, I wanted to say, what one of my favorite things on planet Earth is? It's
what?
when you get a new honeymoon period with a record or like a band that you haven't listened to in a long while, and then you listen to it again. You're like, oh my god, this is
Oh
so
yeah,
good. I was jogging earlier, and I listened to a little Third Stage Boston. I love that record. And it took me the whole run, man. And I was jamming it in the shower. I haven't listened to Boston in like 2 or 3 years. Just
right.
haven't listened to anything from them. And they're a good band. I like them. So I was jamming Third Stage, which is I love that record. It's from '86, I think, but hell of a record. And I'm just like digging it. So I'm vibing with it so much. You have any records where you just like get to them
It's
again and you're like, oh my god?
it's funny that you brought that up because I was having the same conversation with somebody at the gym the other day, and they were talking to me, and they said that they're like, oh, I just put in Journey, and I haven't listened to it in a long time, and I was like going nuts, like just diving through, and dude, I've been really jiving to Europe actually lately. Haven't listened to that album in forever, and man, it's such a great album. Like Final Countdown's like not even one of the good songs I feel
No.
like on that album, and but I've been listening to that lately, and liking it a lot.
What's the one from '91 that has some Halfway to Heaven? Got some badass songs on that
Yeah,
one.
what was that second one there? That other one there? I don't remember, but the one I was listening to was the was it called
80s.
Final Countdown? The one with Carrie and Rockin'
Yeah, I think so. That's '86 or whatever, I think. What's the guitar player went on to do some amazing solo stuff. Um,
I'm not sure.
he left the band after that, and he did some solo stuff because I know he did a track. He took one of Vinnie Vincent's songs, Back on the Streets, and did his version of it. Great guitar player. I've got some of his vinyls, but I love Europe too. Yeah, I like all those bands that either named after states or countries.
That's right. We're talking about
Or
Boston, Europe.
yeah,
Yeah,
continents rather.
I
Europe,
love it. I love it.
Boston, Kansas. Um, I don't know, but yeah, I've been digging that. I love it when I revisit a record that I haven't listened to in a while. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, for sure. But you know
I
what's
can't.
crazy? We talked about this before we went on. Is we have the if you guys haven't bought this from Severin again after tonight, you can decide if it's going to be worth it or not. But on the title screen right now, it's really freaking sharp looking, man. Like the menu screen says like my grandpa's a vampire, and it's all in blue, and like it's just blue lighting. It looks like it's nighttime. It looks really sharp with the yellow. I feel like.
Oh yeah, I'm actually really excited now. I wasn't putting this off by any stretch, but the longer time went by, and we've all been busy.
Oh, of
But the
course.
longer time went by, I'm just always like, God damn it, man! Like the longer we wait, is this thing gonna deliver or not? But it actually looks like it looks damn good.
It looks fun. Again, we've been talking about doing this since we got this, and we've had this now for a couple months. It's just like you said, like between what everybody's doing, it's just we're so busy, and it's like, okay, when can we fit this in? When would be a good time? And we've had this probably before Christmas, I think, maybe.
Yeah, it was. Well, we ordered. It was a Black Friday night special.
All
I
right,
remember.
yeah.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I was working that day, and I got home, and impulse bought a $60 Dario Argento film.
I did too, man.
Speaking of this, Dead Pit brings
Oh,
up.
dude.
Now, Garrett, you said you saw that you want to give your before we get started. We'll get started right after this because I don't want to drag it out too long. But do you want to give the people your thoughts on? I can't even say it. Skinnamarink.
You know, I've been hearing a lot about it, and I've actually had access to watch this for probably like 2 months, and I just like kind of put it off. And then I saw it came out, and then people were kind of talking about it. I wasn't watching reviews, but I saw a lot of hype, and I was like, shit, I might as well just give it a try. And I tried watching it last night, dude. I got 30 minutes in. I'm like, this is the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I shut it off. I'm like, I can't waste any more time in my life right now. Like, it was, hey, the payoff could be good, but it was so freaking boring. Like, I was like, dude, I don't know what the deal is with this. Like, there was nothing interesting going on. And I finally was just like, I gotta shut this off because I got too much shit to do. So I mean, I don't know what people thought of it out there. I asked Wes today, and he said, no, we didn't like it. And then I was like, okay, good. I didn't like it either for what I saw. And he's like, okay, thank God. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I thought it was, I couldn't even finish half of it. It was not good.
I'm excited. Are you the same way, dude? I'm so excited to watch a movie that people are all saying is the worst thing they've ever seen. Or not that's a stretch, but really bad.
I didn't go into it like that. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was like the next Paranormal Activity. So I was kind of excited, to be honest with you. But I don't, like I said, I don't know how it ends. So, I mean, maybe everybody was like, oh, you got to wait till the end. It was awesome. I don't know. I didn't make it that far.
On another episode of Unsolved Mysteries, the ending of Skinnamarink.
Oh my God. But yeah, I don't know.
Garrett, I was gonna say, dude, I scoured my Walmart because my gas stations didn't have it. Pitch Black Zero Sugar. I finally found one.
You got a zero? Oh,
yes.
That's cool.
So nice, easy way to spot it is black cap. The other ones will be green. So it's good, dude. It's
nice.
really.
I'll have to. We should have broke out the stories tonight, man. You know.
I'm all out. I drank like 7 in the last 2 days. I'm just going through. I love them. All right, Garrett, I'm on the menu screen. Mm-hmm. We can get to 0-0 if you want, and then if anybody wants to follow along with 2B, you'll have some commercials, but you'll just be a little bit behind the race. Let me hit play, and I'll get to. Oh shit! It starts right away. Okay, I'm paused. What's up, Punisher Batman fan? Retro Ryan.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I'm at 0. Murray Newey and the Tucker Production Co.
David Blythe, cool.
Yeah. All right, Garrett, you can count us down, man, and then we'll get this thing rolling.
All right, we'll go 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. How's your week though, Garrett? Garrett, you had a good week? Busy week?
Oh yeah, it's always a busy week. So it's always a busy week. I kind of forget what the hell I did. Worked. I mean, just the normal. Did a couple shows. I think. Did I? I think so.
You did. You did. Damn, they're already showing Grandpa as a vampire right from the start. He's already a vampire. There's no mystery.
It's like Lost Boys, dude. Look, he's flying in. Looks like a carnival or something. Look at this.
Look at that carnival. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, this is Lost Boys style right here. Look at him.
This is crazy. Yeah, I saw you did your Fred heads.
That was this week.
Yeah, I was actually in talks with one of the not Deandra, but Paige, I believe. I just signed the NDA for that. I was gonna bring her on soon too to talk about that. But how cool, man! A Freddy documentary.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. I think they said it was supposed to have it next week, 14th, I think.
I think so. Yeah. Yep. Oh, Bobby's watching. He looks like the monster. Well, I think that is that it. Is that him? What's his name?
That's what Al Lewis.
Al Lewis.
But
Dude, look at these people.
Yeah. What is like? It's like a carnival, but it's just like an old folks carnival.
It looks good though.
I kind of the quality and stuff.
Yeah, my plasma. It looks really good. Yeah. My plasma. Did you ever have one of those TVs, man? I love them, but if you're close to them, man, it almost feels like you're in front of an oven because they get really hot.
I've never had a plasma, no.
Oh man, I'm not saying they're better than QLEDs or OLEDs. I can just say that it's the it's very, very, very cinematic. The black levels are very, very deep, and I did some research. Plasmas were very, very expensive to produce. So the sell-throughs, there was no profit for the companies really that made them. So they eventually stopped and redeveloped the technology. And now you've got your QLEDs and OLEDs, which are amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I am obsessed with plasmas. I love this plasma TV I have. I'll never, as long as it keeps working. It's full 1080. It's not 4K obviously, but as long as it keeps working, this plasma, it's a 60-inch plasma. It stays in here. I love it to death.
Yeah, you know, I had a friend that was really big into plasmas, and he said they last a long time as well. Like how long have you had yours for?
Well, it's funny. So I had one. Drop a like on the show, guys. I had a plasma, and this old man's crazy. I had a plasma, and 2 or 3 years ago that I got from my guitar player. And I was rearranging the horror room. I was painting the walls blue and everything, and I literally dropped it right on the corner, and it sent a crack straight through the whole screen. I was devastated. It was a Blu-ray 3. It was a 3D TV too, and then I just had to suck it up because they're expensive to try to get them, and they're very, very heavy. And I went to Kentucky this past year for Scarefest, and Jay the Stingray has an 85-inch TV in his movie room. You would never have to go to the movie theater. I've never seen a TV this big before. And what's up?
Was it? What was it? Was it a plasma TV?
No. It's brand new. It's an OLED or QLED, one of the two. And when I was walking up to his movie room, I was sleeping in there for the night. We were leaving the next morning. He had a big ass TV against the wall, and I was like, "Jay, what's this TV? This thing's gigantic too." He goes, "Oh, that's my plasma. I upgraded," and I was like, dude, I'd love to get that plasma out of that room for you. He goes, "Oh, it's yours. Take it if you can get that thing down the stairs." And we did it. And it's a beast. It's 60-inch. It's a monster, but it works perfect. It's so awesome. I love.
So you got that from Jay?
He gave it to me, man. He
said, did you drive it home?
I drove it home.
How many hours?
Not too bad. He's in Mississippi. It was probably like a 3-hour ride from my house to his house, and 3 hours and some change. You know.
So you get home from his house, and all of a sudden Sydney's like, "Why you got a big TV in this backseat?"
I said, "Sydney, come help." I was like, "Sydney, come help me move this TV." And I was like, "All right, Sydney, you ready?" And I was gonna push it out while she was holding it, and I was gonna come around the truck. And as soon as I gave it a little push, and some weight went down on her arms, she goes, "Oh no, like because it's heavy." But we got it. I finally got it in here, and it's not moving. This thing is good. If I sell this house, it's got to stay. I can't move this thing. It almost killed my back, but it's a great TV. I love it. Oh, man.
Look at this kid's hair, dude.
I know. So what year was this? 91, I think? Is that what you had to have seen this on the video stores as a kid?
Had to have. I mean, you would think so. I mean, 90, I think it's 91 or 92. Let me check. But yeah, I mean, that was prime time, video store days for me. So 92 PG. Yeah, you would think so.
Watch along Saturdays with CHH. Well, this is a special event. I mean, I've been looking forward to this, though, once we decided to do it tonight. Not a bad looking movie, though. I wonder if this was straight to video.
I don't know. Kids get the nice old school starter hats. Remember those things? These are sick. Everybody had one of those.
Is that the Bulls?
I don't know what it is. Red.
Look at his house. Good God.
This is like reminds me of like Rob Zombie's Monsters right now.
Oh, this is gonna be better than Rusty. Oh, there he is.
It is the Bulls.
Yeah.
Bulls hat. You know what? I kind of like that Severin does like these Severin Kids because I found some good gems in here from them. If you haven't seen Peanut Butter Solution, I recommend checking that one out if you guys haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that. Peanut Butter Sloosh?
Solution. You guys got to check
Solution.
it.
Oh, okay.
Severin. It was one of those movies that was like, it was lost forever, and Severin finally got it. So I did see that one when I was a kid, and I thought I was dreaming about it for years until I got the internet and then realized that it was a real movie, and finally was able to get it on Severin. It was sought after for a long time back on the DVD days because it never had a DVD or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to say the podcast has been great, man. I was listening last night on Apple Podcasts.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Podcast. Yeah.
I was kind of like, I don't know. I wasn't happy with my mic. I don't know if what's going on with it. My brother said I had to take the grain down. Maybe is that what it's called? The gain down.
Yes.
Because I felt that's what I felt like. Yeah, I felt like it was. So I've got to make sure I do that next time.
Yeah, man. I think it's fine, man. I as long as you're not using your just like computer audio, like if you're like, to me, I'm cool. Audio is important, obviously, but don't become a snob like me to where you have to get like Howard Stern radio mics and stuff like that. Because then I'm obsessed with mics. I've got RE20s, RE320s, Shure SM7Bs, Blue Yetis. I love audio, but I'm a musician too, so I guess naturally I got into that sort of thing. But I love my mics, you know.
Christian, do you know how far in we are? Someone's asking. I don't have my that remote.
Yeah, sure. Let me get info. We are at 8 minutes and 12 seconds. 13, 14, 15. Grandpa just got his big ass in the bed. The kids are sausage and chips again.
Look at that, dude, huh?
I like the cast. They look, God, it's just. I was talking to Brandon about this, Garrett. I'm sure you would agree. If you were watching a movie from the 90s, and for the chat as well. What's up, Marco? Betty, how you doing? How's everybody doing in here, guys? I'm reading the chat. Have you noticed that if you put on a movie from the 90s, I don't have to tell you what year it is. Within 10 seconds, you'll be able to say, oh, Christian, this is the late 90s, or this is the mid 90s, or this is the early 90s. Like, you can tell right away if it's an Empire Records era movie, if it's early 90s like this, obviously, or if it's like you could probably tell within the first 10 seconds which part of the decade it was from.
Oh, yeah, this definitely looks early 90s. You know what's funny, though? What a poser this kid is. He's wearing a Bulls hat and a Lakers jacket. What the hell? He's like, well, whatever team wins this year, I'll just throw this other thing away.
Yep. Who was on Magic Johnson on the Lakers at that point?
Oh, yeah. 92? I think so, yes. I think he was still on. I don't know, actually, because I don't know when he got diagnosed in my early 90s. I think he might have been playing in 92. Yeah, he had to have been playing in 92, I think, because I think that was when the Dream Team was out.
Yeah.
So he was there.
These little bastards.
Look at it. Now, has anybody in the chat seen this movie? I'm curious. Because I'd never even heard of it.
God damn it, Garrett, somebody messaged me earlier today and they said they couldn't be here tonight watching, but they said, hey, I can't wait to revisit that show because I forgot who it was. So if you watching this, please drop a comment. They said my Grandpa's Vampire is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I was like, wow, really? They said they just loved it. They watched it as a kid and they always loved it. So it's got a fan base out there for sure.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those movies that if you grew up with it, it probably, the nostalgia kick probably still holds with you pretty well. Because like you said, it's in 2 kids. So if you were that age watching this for the first time, it was probably pretty cool.
I like Grandma too.
Look at it. I like the blue hue. Look at this. Sick.
Yeah. That lighting is pretty cool.
Yeah. Kind of almost reminds me of like an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark or something like that from back then. I don't know if you were a big fan of that show or if you were too young. I don't know.
That's the show where before they start telling the story, they throw the dirt on the fire,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't
Yeah.
remember episodes so much, but the intro used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, dude, it's actually a really, really good series if you go back and watch it. It's really, really cool. That was a big gateway for me growing up into horror. I was just so obsessed with that show.
Well, is that show kind of lost? Is it not on Tubi or
Kind of lost? I have like a bootleg, complete series bootleg DVD, but I don't know. You can get it. It is pretty much lost. It might be like, does Nickelodeon have an app or anything like that? Maybe I don't know.
If it does, I don't know. I can't keep up with all this stuff.
I know, dude. It's crazy.
What do
Between
you
that and physical media drops, it's hard to keep up now.
What are your thoughts on this whole and of course for the chat as well? What are your thoughts on this whole fiasco with Netflix saying, "Hey, you guys can't be sharing passwords no more. We're gonna put a home base on the Wi-Fi that you use for your account." Now.
Yeah, it sucks, man. My brother texted me today and said, "Hey, what's the password? I want to watch the Pam Anderson thing." And I said, "Well, I don't think I can give it to you, man."
Do it, brother.
Yeah, and it sucks, because it was. I don't care, you know what I mean? He lives like right next door,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I think what they're trying to do is I think that they're like, oh, we're gonna gain so many new people, but I have a feeling that they're gonna lose a lot of people too.
What's up, Nick? Netflix is responsible for the spy balloon. I'm sure of it. Oh, Paramount has all the episodes, dude.
Oh wow!
Are you a fan of Paramount Plus? I actually think that's one of the better streaming sites. I'm a big fan of it.
I don't have it, so I don't know.
It's cheap. There's a lot of good movies on there. There's good documentaries on there. I don't know how much exclusive stuff they have or home produced stuff. Well, it's Paramount, so I mean, a lot of their movies are on there, and some of the stuff is straight to stream. But they have a great selection of titles, and I like it. It's cheap. I think it's like $5 or $6.
And they have Are You Afraid of the Dark on that. If they do, that's killer, man. I would definitely hop on that and check it out, especially if the quality is good of them, because mine's a DVD quality, but if there's better ones out there, for sure, it's worth it.
I'll be a son of a bitch.
Look at this. It looks like this kid's neck thing says Unita. Oh no, it doesn't.
Oh, dude, I thought it did. It's the same font too.
Yeah, isn't it?
Alita.
That's funny.
Now, Garrett, are these haircuts tried and true early '90s? And which one do you have?
I had both actually. I had both. I was rocking both. I had the long hair, had the spiky hair. Yeah, I had both those in the '90s. Then it was like the big one in the '90s though was like the parted down the middle, tucked behind the ears. Like that was a big one.
Butt part, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one.
What is the hairstyles of today? Like, what do you call it? Like, I feel like
I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I just think a lot of the kids just have like long, bushy hair now, right?
That, and it seems like there's this hairstyle of cutting your hair really short on the sides and leaving it kind of long on top, and then combing it back or to the side, like leaving the hair a little bit long on top and then cutting the sides of your hair real short. Which I hate my ears. I told you this, man. I'm never having short hair again. I told Sydney I'm not cutting my hair for 3 years. I'm growing my hair out long as hell.
You pull it off good though, I think.
It's just got to get long enough. Once I get through my awkward phase, I'm good. But I feel I have so much regret. I saw those TikToks of me from like a month or so ago. I didn't realize how long my hair was. It was sitting on my shoulders, and then I got it cut. But I gotta get my dead ends cut and trimmed up, because otherwise they split really bad and do like a W. And I just got to get those trimmed off. And I love that backpack.
Sick. Yeah, I don't know. Mine's in kind of an awkward stage now because I keep the sides kind of short, and like I've been letting the top grow out, and it just is like messy. But it's like it's kind of in a weird awkward stage. But I don't even know what the hell I'm doing it with anymore. Like I really don't.
What about the bowl cut? Did your mom ever toss the bowl on your head?
I had yes, but I never had like the bangs coming down bowl cut. Like I had like that shaved underneath where the hair was over the top. but it was always like I think it was either parted maybe, but I never had it straight down with like my bangs coming down. I don't think. But that was a big one for most kids, especially if you had like really I never had really straight hair. That's probably why. But the kids that had like really straight hair could get away with it.
You know anything about this? I was just looking at this comment real quick. Nickelodeon has a banned horror movie called Cry Baby Lane. After it aired, parents said it was too scary, so they never aired it again. The entire movie's on YouTube, though, weirdly enough. Wow, I never heard of that.
No way. That's really cool. What year did that come out, Mr. Deadlights?
Ben Grimm had a bowl cut, he said.
It was classic back then, like that. I think it was basically just your hair was down, and then it was just like completely, yeah, like you said, put a bowl on your head and shaved underneath. This definitely reminds me of an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode, like big time.
Yeah. Damn, that's scary. You think a preacher would be a little bit more chill. Chasing after the damn. Look at him. He's still coming after him. He's still going. He's going to try to grab him. Oh, now he's giggling like, oh, kids will be kids.
Like, yeah.
What the hell, dude? You scared the hell out of the children. Let them get some holy water. What's the big deal? What are they going to do with it? Oh, what's up, Mel? Mel had a cool show the other night, man. She had all these, she had all the chicks on.
Yeah. She brought all the girls on, which is cool to see. You know, the community has so many. You know, like you don't see them often, but yeah, there's quite a few out there doing stuff right now. It's good.
God bless Mel. Mel's doing some great stuff. I'm so Mel's her new tour. Her video is. I'm still gonna give Garrett. I love you, Mel. I'm still gonna give Garrett the edge for the greatest movie room tour I've ever seen. But Mel's, yours was your new setup and everything. Your video, I think I told you, but awesome work. Everything looks so good, and I still love that it looks like you're in a dungeon, Mel. When you're filming with the bridge.
Did you almost shit when you saw where she was the whole time?
I told her, I was like,
that was wild, right?
When the camera backed out, and I said, "This broad's in a garage."
Yeah, dude, she was so cold, so cold. As you notice, man. as the winter was kind of hitting, you could see like her outfits were getting like more layers and shit.
I always said, you know, there's a certain like ambiance to when Mel's talking. Like it sounds like she's in a. That's what made her setup so interesting. It sounded like she was in a cave when I see the bricks and when she's talking, because you can hear the space in the air from her mic when she was talking. I was like, this broad's really in a cave.
There's been some good times because I remember there was like sometimes a fly would be going by or a bug or something like that.
Yeah,
should be like that or whatever. It was funny, man. It's wild but you know what though? I think what's cool about that video is that basically she was saying, hey, look at what I was doing, and you can have a professional setup anywhere, really, with minimal, you know, space and stuff, and just as long as you have like a nice backdrop and all that stuff, like you never know.
That's right. That's it. Thank you, John Call, 80s horror fan, $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Christian, you know what 90s action star you are disrespectful to? Well, John, I'll guess. I'm assuming you're about to tell me. It's not Jean-Claude, because he's one of my all-time favorites. It's not Stallone, because I always tell people I love me some Judge Dredd and Demolition Man. It's certainly not Arnold. I do poke fun at Steven Seagal, but it's in good taste. I
wouldn't say Seagal.
Maybe it's Keanu Reeves, because he was texting me earlier about Keanu Reeves. So maybe I'll
probably is Speed, baby.
Someone please post Garrett Mel's channel and say to sub. Well, I would if I could. Born2berad. There's only one. You'll be able to. There's only one Born2berad. One word, Retro Ryan, and then My Killer Podcast.
Yeah.
If I have anybody that's a mod in here, please feel free to do it. Thank you so much again, John Collins and Wesley Snipes, dude. What are you talking about? Flight? What's that movie where he's on the airplane? Flight Passenger 57. That's a badass movie. I think that's 90s anyway.
He was he was great back in the 90s. Great look. Snipes was the man.
Thank you, John Carl. God bless you. I appreciate it. Anyway, Yeah, here they go, getting Grandpa's big ass back in his. What kind of? Is he wearing loafers?
It's like I don't know what he's got. Little black shoes or something.
Yeah. Really nice house they're in.
I like the color of the movie, and I don't know if Severn like really like did it up with all the coloring, or if that's how it was. Like the reds and everything really pops.
Yeah. Oh, the curtains are closing. Hey, you saw how those candles all just went out like that by the curtain?
He's gonna vamp out.
Okay, Passenger 57 was 92. Yeah, great movie. I love Passenger 57. And he was amazing in White Men Can't Jump. No, you can listen to Jimi Hendrix, but you can't hear Jimmy. You can't hear Jimmy. And Gloria. Oh, man, that woman.
This guy's got the Converse, dude. The sick Cons high tops.
Yeah. Dude, I need to get me a pair of high tops anything.
Oh, you do?
I need that. I want that Michael J. Fox look. The bright denim jeans, because I hate dark denim, which sucks because that's all you can find nowadays is dark denim. I like bright denim, and I want some nice high tops. I'm about to retire the Van checkerboards, dude. I've been rocking those since 06.
Ooh, the old,
I haven't had a different pair of shoes since 06.
The old Spicolis. I love them. I love those. I've actually never owned the checkered ever. Are they the slip-on ones?
Yeah, I don't like laces. I avoid shoes with laces if I can help it.
But high tops are easy to get now. They're out there. I have a boatload of them, like Nike, and even which ones are really rad though. Actually, are again, if you're not used to it, it might be something to get used to. But like the Reebok Classic high tops, the all whites, are pretty sick. From the 80s, they like brought them back out, but they're just all white. It's kind of Michael J. Fox-esque.
Yeah. I saw you had in your room tour the power lace Nikes.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Well, actually, those are the first models. They don't actually power lace those ones. They came out with I think that they came out with power lace ones. Those ones don't do the automatic laces, but they've got all the light ups and stuff like that, all the lights and shit. But I've only put them on once.
Got a question from Bobby.
Oh, dude, did I like Karate Kid? The next Karate Kid? Sure. I mean, I think out of all of them, it was my least favorite. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I hope we see her in the new season. Even though it's the final season, if we're gonna see her, it's gonna be now. But yeah, anything Karate Kid, I'm pretty much good with. Except the remake, I didn't care for it too much.
No, I didn't either. Oh, dude, it looks like Grandpa just passed.
Oh my god,
he was
flying around earlier. What's going on here?
He was crying, little sister.
They should have like spliced that in. When he's going, yeah, the kid's sad. He's dead.
Look at this house. God damn. Dude, these kids are crying.
Yeah, I guess he passed. Poor guy. But I don't get it. Like, what the hell was he doing earlier? Flying around? Was that just? I don't know. It's strange. Oh, those would be sick. Retro Ryan said you should get the LA Gears high tops. I'm trying to find those suckers.
I'm gonna have to go shopping for some, dude. I just need a fresh pair of kicks. What's up, Jamie?
Yeah.
How you doing, Jamie?
Jordan 1s are always go-tos. Dunks, Nike Dunks are good ones.
Are they comfy though? Is the question.
I like them. I mean, I've got like an all white Nike I usually wear every day. Like if I just go out, like if I'm running to the store, I'll usually just have those on with either jeans or like sweatpants or something like that.
Yeah.
And then if I'm like going out, I'll usually wear like Jordans or something. I got my old Reebok pumps still. Got a couple pairs of those.
Oh man, that's awesome.
But they're cool. But you know, it's like one of those things you're like not sure if you want to wear them because they're so old and stuff. But
Now, do you find yourself as we're watching this, old boys on the telephone? I'm looking at the table. I'm looking
Yep.
at what kind of phone that is. The wallpaper. That's real wooden doors. Like, yeah, that's one thing I like about old school, man. And these old architecture homes, this looks like a heavy ass door.
Everything back then was better, dude. Everything. Like, case in point, I just bought my son a bike, like his first bike. And man, basically, I was like, "All right, I'm gonna throw this thing in the garage," and I grabbed the handlebars. And now I have BMX bikes still from like when I was a kid, and the freaking handlebars fell off. The freaking forks came out. I'm like,
No
what
kidding.
the frick? Yeah. So I looked, and it's like it's only being held together by like a little pin, like if you were using like an umbrella or something. I'm like, how is this gonna? Why is this holding the forks on? Like, there's no screws or anything. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Jeez.
We still have my brother's first bike when he was like 4 years old, like still at my mother's house, like in one piece. And this thing fell apart in my hands in like the day I bought it.
That sucks.
So I had to go back to the store and find something else. But yeah, it's just like, it's like anything, man. That's why things break all the time. Could be dishwasher, washer and dryer. It's like, I think my mom had the same washer and dryer for like probably like freaking 30 years. It's just crazy.
Yeah. What's up, John Flesher? John Flesher, be sure to post your one sheets of My Grandpa's a Vampire.
Oh,
on
signed
Instagram.
by L. Yeah.
He's got all of it.
He's got a ton of stuff. I love the poster game because I'm a big poster guy. I love it. He's got tons of posters.
Dude has a Turkish one sheet of Lockup. Stallone's Lockup. John, you too much, John. You're killing me. John's a good dude, though. I like John a lot. People are saying the new Karate Kid is reversed. In this one, the kid teaches a guy how to do karate. What the hell?
I think that's funny.
The Karate Man.
Why is Mr. Deadlight said he's hanging with Corey Feldman?
I don't know. I saw that. What are you doing?
What the heck? Steve Lapierre says the British Knights. I had those British Knights as a kid. They were because MC Hammer was on the commercial, so I like for whatever reason I was like, "Ma, I need the British Knights this year," and that's what I ended up getting one year.
I'm not looking to get old, like retro kicks, Jamie. I just want a nice, colorful pair of high tops. I'm ready to get back into the high top scene. I'm retiring from Vans checkerboards. I'm retiring. Thank you, Johnny. Another $10 super chat. Appreciate that, Johnny. Oh, and Val Kilmer. What did I say about Val Kilmer? All he does is start trouble. John, what are you drinking tonight, John? Let me know what kind of drinks you have right now. Thank you again, Johnny. I really appreciate that.
Mom, do I have a certain time? I'm invited to a party.
Truth and TV Extra. Alien stole my turnips. What the hell is this guy reading? He saw his newspaper.
It's like almost like a National Enquirer or something.
Yeah. What kind of beer is that? What kind of beer is that? Rheinsch? Was it some kind of German beer? The hell was that? Imagine going to a funeral like this, Garrett. You'd be like, "Well, this is pretty cool."
It's like crazy. Look at the greens, man, and like the kid's riding his bike with like to the funeral. So proper.
Nice suit, kid.
Oh yeah.
It's got the pin on his lapel and everything. Open casket for Grandpa. Now, Garrett, what's the best era of the 90s? Is it let me give you 3 examples that I think identify the era, and you can tell me if this is fair. The Saved by the Bell era, which is obviously like 90 through 92 or 3. The Empire Records era, if you will, which is mid, or the American Pie era of the 90s. In terms of in a general sense.
I mean, I'm always going to be a little biased towards the early, just because of where I was in life at that point. Like early 90s, I was like 10, and then mid 90s, I was in middle school. So that's when like pretty much middle school and high school was where like all that stuff was coming out, like grunge era was coming out and all those other movies, like you said. And then the late 90s is when I was like in high school, and Yeah, so that was like the American Pie years and all that stuff. So I don't know. I would probably always say early '90s, just because I feel like I had a lot more fun back then.
Right.
Um, High school was fun and stuff, but it was like darker. It got darker as it started to get, because we went from like early '90s was like Kid and Play, New Kids on the Block, all that stuff, and then all of a sudden it went to the grunge era, and then all of a sudden it was like at the late '90s it was like Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails, like all that stuff was like that's where everything was back then. And in like the late '90s, I felt like,
Yeah.
and even with like wrestling, like you had like the fun like golden age or whatever they would call it in the early '90s. Then you got like the new generation, which was like kind of like colorful, and then it went right to attitude era, like right towards those late '90s. It's just like the times were like just they changed a lot in the '90s. I feel like.
Oh, dude, it's in so many ways too, and it's so clear when you watch these films to see how vast the difference is from the early to the end of it.
Right,
Thank
like
you.
even this kid's like colorful and stuff. See, like the hair and the colorful
Yeah.
shirt and like
Looks like a little Zach Morris. Yeah, but
Mhm.
I like his shirt. Thank you, Johnny. $5. He says Jameson on the rocks. Garrett, didn't you used to drink those back in the partying days?
No, I was more like it doesn't even make sense now when you think about it. Red Bull and vodka was a big drink back then. And now you look at it, you're like, that doesn't really make sense, It's like,
Red Bull and vodka.
yeah, that was like the big one back then.
Oh shit! Did you see that one woman was like seducing the kids earlier? She's got her finger, like she was
Yeah.
sucking on her fingers and stuff. Now they're sniffing Grandpa in the casket.
Let's see.
Is he about to wake up?
Was it all like a big work? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, fangs, baby.
These kids, I mean, obviously, I'm eventually going to rewatch this in a day or so from now, and so I can watch it and hear the volume and everything. But I can tell you, no BS. This is my cup of tea. I know we talked about this. You're like me. I dig PG horror. Maybe that's why Return of the Living Dead 2 was just like one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just so fun, and it's behind the point of view of a kid, and it's obviously in a great era. But I don't know what it is because I didn't grow up with a lot of this stuff, but I just identify with it so much. And I'm assuming this brings you right back to a time in your life, and it's just like, dude, it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I love PG horror and a lot. So like this, like again, like you said, like to rewatch it and like listen to everything because I can hear it a little bit, but I can just tell by the way it's done so far. It's like right up my alley. It's not one of those like horror movies that I'm kind of like, this is junky. It seems like something I would have really, really liked back then.
I'm trying to think of some other films that we could categorize in this department of like, okay, hey, your kid it's either made for your kid or it's totally safe for your kid.
I mean, I'd say Monster Squad is in there, for sure.
Dude, that's tell me I'm wrong. That's the best Fred Decker film. I love Night of the Creeps, but something about Monster Squad just hits me in the soul.
Monster Squad's so good. Night of the Creeps is awesome, but I would say if I had to choose, I would probably say Monster Squad for sure.
And then you got that great song in there.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen King indicated wear Stephen King rule shirts or something.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Because I used to before I saw the movie, I used to see people wearing that shirt, and I had no idea. I was like, "What's the deal with that? Like, it's not that cool of a shirt. Where is this coming from?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's from an actual movie. Okay, now it's a cool shirt because I can identify it to Monster Squad."
What was the kid's name from one of the years that was in it? Jason Hervey.
That sounds
he was
familiar.
Like, yeah. he was like the bully in Monster Squad.
Uh-oh. They back by Grandpa.
I think we're going to start to see the little transformation coming up.
I remember 2 years ago, I was doing a vampire thing on my channel, and I was researching vampire movies from the 80s and 90s, and I swear to God, dude, when I looked into it, I was looking up, I never saw this movie. When I looked up, just never popped up. So when this came out on that night on the Severance sale, I remember me and you were the only ones that seemed to even be remotely interested. I'm like, how could you not be excited for a movie called My Grandpa's a Vampire? Like, what's there to not love about that title?
Yeah, it definitely seems like right on my. Look at these guys right now. Like this is what I'm talking about.
Dude, look at the icing on that cake. Did you see how much icing was between those 2 layers of cake? Dude, my mouth would get stuck together eating that thing.
These two are like the I don't know. It's almost like they're the the wish.com like 2 Corys or something.
I know. Dude, the Roland E20. I have a keyboard like that. I have a Roland synthesizer. Sick. Yeah. Dude, whoever made that cake is trying to give these children diabetes. There's so much icing on the cake. If you're watching the movie, guys, you can see it's 60% icing and a little bit of the chocolate cake. Great shot of the moon right there. Come on, Grandpa. Let's start raising some hell.
Here we go.
Yeah, smoke. Maybe he's smoking under there. Watch him actually be smoking.
Oh, baby.
After
the way this was done was really well. Just the coloring and shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's actually gorgeous on Blu-ray too. I'm. Oh shit! He looks pissed off. A little Nosferatu homage right here.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Screw Bram Stoker's Dracula, dude.
It's like the Undertaker.
That's why this movie got buried, Garrett. It had to compete with Francis Ford Coppola. With Dracula. It buried My Grandpa's a Vampire. This is the near dark to Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
Look at him.
Okay, now you know what this is giving me massive vibes for? I know this is going to sound weird, dude, but I feel like this is a commercial for that Universal Monsters Pepsi releases in the early 90s with the
reminds me of
Doritos.
that.
Dude, I don't know why I'm getting massive. I can't tell you how many times I've gone on eBay and me and Sydney have seriously pondered about buying a 12-pack with the art of the mummy on it with the sunglasses on just to have it in our living room. Because we have
I saw those. Yeah, you guys have like kind of like food related stuff, right?
Dude, Sydney loves it. She bought an ad for Universal Monsters cookies, and we framed it, and it's on the wall. She is the bit. When I say she's the biggest Dinosaur Dracula fan on the planet, nobody's bigger fan than her. She hates podcasts. She hates listening to me talk, much less people talk. Well, actually, she hates listening to me talk more than anybody. But when we go to see her parents, it's a 45-minute drive. We listen to the Purple Stuff podcast.
Yeah, that, to be honest, that's probably like one of my favorite podcasts still. Like I just love the how deep they go with certain topics and stuff that you like kind of forget about, and then when they talk about it, you're like, oh yeah, remember that, or you want to check that out, because I think they did something too with the Pepsi commercials and all the Doritos commercials back in the day with like the monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah, they just dropped one on Jaws 3D. I've got to listen to that.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I saw that they did that. Yeah, I want to check that out too. They always have great topics over there, and I see what Justin Smith says. Yeah, I would definitely classify Burbs as PG horror for sure.
That's one of my favorites, man. Like,
oh yeah,
Joe Dante is the man, and that's my second or third favorite he's done. I would say The Howling, then Matinee, and then I would say The Burbs.
He's got a great record though, man. When you look at the stuff he's done, it's like, holy shit, like he's done really, really good stuff.
Versatile. Oh, and Gremlins. I mean, of course, but Gremlins 2 as well. I mean, in some ways, I look at that's another one we could classify for great for kids is Gremlins 2. It's just like, dude, to say to yourself, why am I going to compete with trying to recreate Gremlins? Let's just go insane with this. It was brilliant. I love Gremlins 2 so much.
Yeah, he did he do Inner Space as well? Was that him? That's a pretty underrated movie.
I think yeah. I want to say I listened to that be talked about in Search of Tomorrow. Oh. If memory serves.
Ghost Chase, is that the one that's like, I don't know, I almost picture like a fake ET looking like monster creature thing. I don't know if I don't think I own that. at all. But I can picture the cover, like Jason Lively and the girl like there, and then that monster's like kind of looking like in a door or something. I think it had a DVD, but it was very, very hard to find. But I don't think I own that movie at all. I'd like to see it. I don't remember much about it.
Just really
Here
quick.
we go.
I'll share the image of that if that rings the bell to you. Looks like a ghost ET.
Oh, that thing, that second picture. That's the picture I remember.
Oh, this one.
With the like, it looks like he's like behind a door. Yeah. I think that was the DVD image or something.
Wow.
But no, I don't have it. I don't believe. Oh, here we go. He's taking the kids away.
Oh shit.
Look at that image, dude.
Oh, the color is fantastic on here.
Oh yeah.
Eat your heart out, Dario Argento.
Look at this, huh? Wow. It's like a fake ET like through the moon or something.
Dude, this is totally giving me Halloween vibes. Like this is like perfect to watch in October every day.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'll be revisiting this. This makes me think of Little Vampire. Have you guys ever seen that? No.
I haven't seen that in freaking ever. I don't even know if I own that. It's that little kid from was it the kid from Jerry Maguire maybe that was in that? I forget.
Oh, no clue. I haven't seen this. Now I want to see Ghost Chase too.
Yeah, well, that's probably. I mean, I'm thinking it's probably on Tubi. I mean, on YouTube. I see someone bringing up Making Contact. That's a great movie. It actually, I just got it on Blu-ray from somebody. I'm pretty sure Kino, maybe. It's a good movie.
Uh-oh, Grandma's getting some action. Damn, that's a lot of loving too. Grandpa, you dropped the kids. Jesus
I know
Christ.
He's not even a vampire anymore. Is he? Oh no, he is.
Got a killer outfit though.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was the kid from Jerry Maguire.
Oh yeah.
Garrett, you got any physical media on the way, or are you kind of taking it easy?
Dude, I'm like annoyed because Vinegar Syndrome. I got like my shit's been delivered, or it's out for delivery like at the beginning of the week, and I'm only like a state away, so I don't know where the hell it is. I'm sure it's coming, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt that it's like it's taking forever to get here, and I've got a lot of stuff coming too.
You've got Sidekicks.
Yeah,
coming.
That's in there. Yeah. Yep. I got Sidekicks from Beyond, and then I bought a bunch of those like 10 for 10. Then I got that Bundy one.
I wish I'd have got that.
And I think that's it. But I think I probably got, I'm thinking I might have like 10 titles, 12 titles maybe coming.
Damn.
But I don't know where it is. But that's about it, I think. I've been pretty good lately I've been trying to be on a little bit of a.
Uh-oh, Garrett bailed. He'll be back. It's usually me that has internet problems. Oh, man. I think the Kino of Making Contact is the edited version. The other version from Anchor Bay has the German full cut, I think. I've heard that Roadhouse release is fucking insane, Blu-ray addict. I never got it. I've got the Scream Factory Blu-ray, and I'm just like, you know, it is what it is. That's right. CHH stands. He's back.
Whoops! I don't know what happened. I just like leaned forward, and all of a sudden I was just out. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. I was saying I was trying to be on a little spending freeze right now, but The Vinegar Syndrome stuff's still coming.
Yeah, the only thing I'm quote unquote getting, but it's a review copy, is Puppet Master 3.
Oh, yeah.
Fingers crossed, because I really want to be able to tell people you need this on 4K. It's a beautiful film. I know it would look fantastic. Hopefully they didn't make the same mistakes as last time, but it's hard to say. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, if anybody's going to know the difference, it's going to be you, because I'm sure you've probably seen it so many times.
Yeah, I have it on every format: Laserdisc, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, remaster DVD, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got all the bright ideas. What can we take?
it's funny, the Laserdiscs for those old Puppet Master films too, they all look really good. Subspecies, like the Laserdiscs for those movies look stellar because they were able to get pan-in scans very, very fresh for those movies right away. And I mean, they're still pan-in scan lasers, but they look fantastic. What the hell are they pushing Grandpa?
What is he in, like a little go-kart or a wheelbarrow or something?
It looks like a dolly.
Like a baby or something.
Like they're taking turns. Like, I can't push this big bastard around anymore.
Did a Subspecies trailer come out?
No, like a.
What was that?
It's just they showed 5 or 6 seconds of. Actually, the trailer might be on the website, but I know that I saw some images that they posted on Instagram or something for it. Maybe it's available. I don't know, but I'm excited for it. I'm not expecting it to be great, but I am expecting it to be good because Charlie spent some money. This is a feature film. They're trying to kick it back in, and they got Anders Hove back, and the director David Schmoller, I think.
That's cool.
Is back. Oh, I think I told you this, dude. So Charlie, on his last podcast, he did say that a big studio company is redoing Trancers, and NECA is supposed to be doing Demonic Toys, and I can't wait.
Wait, they're gonna redo Trancers as far as what?
There's Charlie is licensing out a big company. He goes, as a big filmmaker. I can't say who, but there's a.
They're gonna do a remake.
Yeah, he said not Full Moon, but he's gonna.
Right. I didn't know if you meant that he gave it out to do another 4K. I was like, shit.
No.
Okay.
If you don't own that movie at all, though, Garrett, like Trancers, it's not like the 4K looks bad. It's just
no. I have the 4K and the Blu-ray.
Okay, cool.
The more that's one of those movies. The more I watch it, the more I like it.
So good.
I feel like
Thomerson is that other, like, he is as good as Atkins to me, as that cool middle age.
He was, yeah.
Thomerson is a bad motherfucker in that movie.
I liked it a lot when I watched that 4K. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I feel like this gets better and better every time I watch it.
I mean that late 88 to 93 is, to me, that's the true golden era for Charlie. I love all that stuff. Everything was still 35 millimeter. Paramount was funding him well. So those Puppet Master films weren't cheap. He was kicking ass during that period. But Trancers is the real deal. Great movie. The sequels are good too, man. 2 and 3 are just fucking awesome.
I don't think I have any of the other ones. I don't think.
Trancers 2 is one of the best looking Blu-rays I've ever seen in my life. I'm not saying that, just saying that it's really good. Production-wise, he killed it on that one too. He spent money on Trancers 2.
Like, do you think that's going to hit a 4K, or do you think it's better off just to get the...
I forgot what Charlie said specifically, but he was talking to the gentleman who runs Blue Underground, William Lustig. Take it easy, Mr. Deadlights. Don't work too hard. William Lustig was on Charles' podcast, and Charlie said, I'm putting up my movies in 4K basically in order of the popularity of them. Now, what's his metric on that? I don't know if it's Blu-ray sales, VHS sales, whatever. But I know he said Castle Freak is supposed to be coming next after Puppet Master 3. So it's a weird pinball that he's doing. I'm bummed that I'm honestly bummed that Puppet Master 1 is not coming out first, because that's my favorite. Although everybody seems to love 3, you know.
So do you think 3 is the fan favorite?
I know it is. Everybody, I mean, I know you said you like 2, which I
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's a dark movie, really good film. But most people I know, they say, "Oh,
Well,
dude, it's Puppet Master 3," because it is good. I love the Nazi Germany era stuff, and the kills. Tunneler has some insane kills, and people love 6-shooter. I like the first one. The first one's my favorite, but
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, a lot of people do like 6-shooter.
yeah, that's the fan favorite, man. It's 3 by a country mile, it seems.
Dude, I'm shocked at this movie here on like all this color.
I
Like,
know.
it's wild to see like he's running through the woods and all of a sudden it goes from green to red to blue.
Into the house after we left? No. Are you sure? Yeah, honest.
You got to protect Grandpa now.
Oh, he's got that big stake in the back.
I know the 2 in the back. Dude, it's a kid. What are you gonna do? Beat his ass with that freaking stake?
He's gonna stake him.
This old couple reminds me of the couple in the beginning of Leprechaun. Remember that old couple in the beginning where they knock off the.
He's staking pumpkins, man.
What the hell? Oh, he's practicing with a rubber mallet. He's got a rubber mallet.
I see somebody in the Austin. Yeah, I've seen Best Friends of Vampire. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it has a Blu-ray. I have the DVD of that, but it's funny because there was a lot of these kind of back then where it was like, you know, my mom's an alien, my mom's a werewolf. Like, there's a lot of these kind of different movies. Best Friends of Vampire.
Dude, yeah, that needs a Vestron release. Oh, look at that! You saw that on the side of the kid's bed? Famous
look at that thing.
monsters. Damn, Grandpa! Now he's looking pissed.
Yeah,
this is a good-looking Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
Famous Monsters of Filmland. What is that a picture of, Garrett? Who is that? Is that the?
I don't know who it was.
That was Jeff Daniel Phillips from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 when he's on stage. It's the same exact makeup. Obviously, that's not Jeff Daniel, but that makeup originates from something.
My uncle was he is a big horror fan, but he had every Famous Monsters. That was like his big thing. Like, he had the whole collection. He was like so proud of it, and then he ended up selling it for big money.
Come on, Uncle.
That's what I said, you know. Same thing with Fangoria. Like, I just wish he had all those still. I think he sold them all. I would love to have a lot of those now. Just some iconic covers, like when I was growing up and stuff.
Yeah, I've got here, I'll just grab this. I haven't really shown it off before because I had it in my closet.
Yeah, Mel, Innocent Blood's really good. That's like Innocent Blood is like it's like a mob vampire movie or something. Woo!
Yeah.
That's nice. Wow.
I'm looking for a date. It's obviously it's from early '82, but it's right before Halloween 3 came out. And
I like that with the orange logo. Is that orange Fangoria or is it red?
It's orange. Sorry about the glare.
Yeah, that looks cool though. Wow.
Yeah, I got it behind glass, man. I can't let this thing get damaged.
Yeah, such cool covers. Like, even the ones like the iconic ones with Krueger on the front, you always remember. And you know, I've got a framed one with Brooke McCarter on it from Lost Boys.
Nice.
That image, yeah.
Yeah, I tracked down a lot of the Nightmare ones. I got what I could. Some of they're getting pricey now, but I've got Dream Child, Freddy's Dead. I've got the Halloween 5 with him with the knife over the what do you call it? The foyer, whatever, in the fireplace. I love that one. But it's so great. I was showing those off on TikTok, Garrett. I so wish I could get the authentic Return of the Living Dead 2 art. Gutter Garbs re-released them a year ago, and I got them all. But I want the real deal stuff because they had a sweatshirt. Gutter Garbs didn't do it, otherwise we got. But they put out the sweatshirt for Return of the Living Dead 2 with like all the zombies on the bus driving down the road. Amazing art that they did. The promotional stuff for Return of the Living Dead 2 is out of this world.
Did you say Return of the Living Dead 2 had a Fango cover? Or no?
I don't know. Maybe it does. I know I don't have it if they did. But they, in all those magazines around that time, 88, 89, I was showing up on TikTok. The opening pages for them were all Return of the Living Dead 2 shirts you could buy
so
and
you,
sweatshirts.
so they're
And-
out there basically.
Yes,
Look at this.
I know.
What's that
Now,
dude doing on the rope?
He's hanging himself. Now I know you had a shirt like the chick in the middle, the spray painted fish.
Oh yeah, look at that thing. Remember all that stuff.
Hey, so
Style's
Garrett-
wild.
I subconsciously like this style. I wear my clothes baggy. I'm not tonight. I'm actually wearing a Return of the Living Dead 2 shirt, Return of the Living Dead shirt that fits me because somebody gifted it to me. But I always like it's not like I think I'm fat or anything or I want to cover. I just hate constriction in any form on my body. So I like to wear my clothes baggy. But I think part of it too is I just really like you see the kid, look, he's got a big shirt on. I like that style. I like my shirts to be bigger on me. So that's just something I've been doing for the last couple of years. And like, I'll get extra large shirts sometimes because I could probably fit in a large, no problem, fine. But I get XLs because I like my clothes baggy on me. But I think part of it too is because I like that style that the kids are doing.
Time check. Ben wants. Yeah, man. You know what's funny too is like I've been actually going to XLs, which is crazy for me because usually I'm like at one point I was wearing mediums on t-shirts, then I was wearing large, and now I'm wearing XLs mostly because even like with fright rags and stuff, is everything fits great, but as soon as it hits the wash like twice, it shrinks. So I've been going XLs, especially with like a lot of those tie-dye prints or anything like that. Like they run small, so you got to go a little bit XL. Same thing with crew necks. I feel like crew necks I always go a little bit bigger because after they hit that wash, all of a sudden they get really tight and really small.
Oh, I was gonna say. So I got my, I ordered my Born2berad shirt. I was thinking about what to get. I almost got a Rad
Thanks,
Pack.
man.
I almost got a Rad Pack shirt. Not that I didn't want one, but I just decided I'm getting the classic Born2berad shirt.
Look at you, man.
I got a white Born2berad shirt, but I got it because they have options. What kind of shirt you want? You can get a premium shirt. You can get a classic tee. I got the heavy tee.
Dude, I love the heavy tees. I've been buying those lately on a lot of the shirts because they don't shrink like the regular ones do. They've got a really like old school feel to them. So I think that's a good choice. And it's probably like a nice, sometimes with white too, all of a sudden you put it on, you're like it's like see-through almost sometimes.
Yes.
But the thick one is going to be nice.
Yeah, because I got a classic. Because I was like, should I get a black one? I was like, I don't want a black one. Everything I got is black. So I got classic white, heavy tee. So I'm excited.
Well, it's cool. It's gonna be good because it's gonna be like Arnie and twins, bro.
Exactly.
See?
Yeah. So I'm ready for that. But yeah, that website's good. I mean, my Dead Pit shirt from there. I need to swap all my stuff over to that website because they ship fast. Well, Teespring does too, but they ship fast, and the availability to choose right then and there what kind of style t-shirts you want. You could pay $2-3 more, get a premium tee or get a heavy tee. I like it, so I'm gonna have to look into.
Well, my only thing, my issue with it, and I actually just did a Rad Pack store on Teespring because I feel like TeePublic sometimes has issues with like neon colors. Yeah, like it doesn't get like that.
Look right, or
like even my logo, like when you get it, it might look fine, but like I just feel like it doesn't have that like pop that like the image does. So you'll see, and hey, maybe they've changed it because Cody just posted that he bought the Rad Pack shirt, the new one, and it looked really poppy in his picture. So maybe they've switched. Maybe they switched it up, but we have this new shirt coming out because we're going to Kansas City to Panic Fest in April. So we did like the I Love KC shirts for Kansas City, but instead of the heart, it's got the Rad Pack, that sticker logo.
Right.
And I just did a whole line on Teespring because we have 3 stickers. You can get like the hot pink, the neon green, or like a electric blue. And I just wanted to make sure that they really popped. So I tried Teespring. I've never used it before. So I'm kind of curious to see what they end up coming out looking like. And that's what you have. And I feel like yours is really bright.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a good site. Don't get me wrong. I like the layout of the spread. What's it called? I'm sorry.
T Public.
T Public. Yeah, it's just like granted I haven't got my shipping notification for my Born2berad shirt, but my Dead Pit one, dude, it was within a week, boom, it showed up.
See,
But
that's funny. Mine take forever, I feel like, but then Lepke, from Dude Loves Movies, he ordered that Rad Pack shirt. He had it. We dropped that shirt a week from Friday, and he already had it. I was like, what the hell?
Good interview with him, man. It was nice. It's interesting because that's not who his Lucky Vision Films.
Yeah.
The profile picture is a black guy, so I thought Cody was a black guy. So when I finally saw him, I was like, "What's going on?" And
I didn't even know. To be honest, I've never really even paid attention to the picture.
Yeah, so I was expecting, a black guy when I finally saw Cody. He's
got a great radio voice.
Yeah. Not that I see color people. I mean, but that's what his profile picture was. It was a black guy. So
that's funny. I never even noticed it.
Yeah, it's funny because he called into the show when I was doing before some started saying profanities. Cody called me and I was like, and still I couldn't decipher the voice. Like I was like, I wonder,
right.
I'd love the story behind that profile pic. What's going on in that profile pic? Because it looks like a guy working with cameras and stuff.
I don't know. Mel says he's the other guy in his pic. I don't know. Was it those two guys?
I've never
looked at it. I never really looked at it.
Anyway.
They're taking Grandpa out to the beach. He's a vampire. I don't think he likes. Oh, he's all bundled up.
I was gonna say
he's bundled.
So the thing with some vampires, they can deal with sunlight or not. I guess this one can.
I guess if you're covered, I don't know. He looks kind of like he's like kind of like got that Ninja Turtle outfit when they go out in the streets. Oh,
He's got some broads chasing him. Oh shit! Look at this one with the bumblebee outfit.
Why is she freaking out?
Oh, the fangs, I guess. I mean, those are light fangs.
Yeah, they were very light. Yeah.
Here he is, the son of a bitch. Lakers jacket and Bulls hat.
Fan.
Well, I could tell they shot this scene the same day as earlier because the chicks all got the same shirts on. Well, maybe they did. Maybe they shot it a different day. They just had to wear the same clothes again. I don't know. Look at this beach though. Where the hell were they? Holy crap! Look at that car, dude.
I know, huh? Nina Cougar. He's a daywalker.
Daywalker, yeah. Speaking of vampires, man, how excited are you for Renfield? I think I heard you say you were kind of relieved it's a comedy, or was that somebody else I heard say that?
It probably wasn't me. I haven't talked about it really. I actually think it looks really good. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be cool. Oh, I thought the trailer was really good too.
Right. I remember who it was. It was on Sean Clark's podcast because the images they showed of last year there was an image of Nicolas Cage like
out in the street or something.
Yeah, and like he was pasty colored and stuff. And I was like, oh, they're gonna shoot this movie in black and white so they're distressing all of his features so he'll have a cooler look in black and white, which I thought was a cool idea too, but that's not the case. And yeah, I'm excited at the idea of this horror comedy. I think it's the way to go, and it's my most anticipated movie still. So I'm ready for it. Oh, they got to bring alcohol. He's a drunk. He's a drunk vampire.
Now I see someone in the chat said True Lies is getting a show. I didn't know that.
It's gonna get everything before a Blu-ray release.
I know, basically. I don't understand.
It's like one of the best Jim Cameron movies. Can't get a goddamn Blu-ray for it. You know?
I don't understand. Is it just because he's doing other stuff? He doesn't want to put the time in? Is that the?
He sure as hell had time to destroy the Terminator 2 4K.
My God.
I eventually bought that Steelbook, Garrett, because it went down like $10. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it as a trophy for the movie.
But I never bought it because everybody said it was bad. What's the problem with it?
It just looks like Scream 4, just really slick and like digital. you know. Oh, I was gonna ask you. So, what was the decision to put the podcast on a separate channel? Was it just to try to keep space cleared up on your personal channel, or?
You know, I don't know. I think more or less it was just, we wanted to kind of find a different way to just keep everything together. And because it's three of us, and because like basically it was like, okay, what do I do? Do I just host it on my channel all the time, or then do we take turns? And I think it was just one of those things that we're just like, instead of having it all over the place, we might as well just have it all in one spot. I mean, the hardest part is just going to be building it back up, and that always kind of sucks. Because some people, may go over, some people next time we do a show, I mean, we may not have a big crowd because people like don't realize it's over there. So we just got to really try to promote it.
I understand that. I went through the same thing, and I ultimately was just like, I just throw it on my channel. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you don't go live, just premiering every episode, just that the way people can,
Yeah, and we're still working on all that too, because we're not sure if the original game plan was, okay, let's do the audio podcast because people want more Rad Pack stuff and we can just kind of get it done and edit it and send it out. And then it was like, okay, well then do we do it audio and then put out a video version like a couple days later on the YouTube? And now we're like, do we just keep it audio and only do YouTube for the live shows? I don't know what we're gonna do, because I think what it is that Justin's going to do all the editing for video if we do it that way. But the way he edits like he's very big on like just putting a lot of visuals. So editing for him is going to take a really long time. And that's where I feel bad, because he likes to edit a specific way. And I just would hate for him to have to waste his whole week to put out one episode,
Yeah, it's a shame. I wish I had the resources to have a quote unquote producer whenever I'm doing a podcast or whatever, to where I can literally just talk and do the thing, and somebody can run StreamYard, and as I'm talking, pull stuff up, make my screen go big when I'm talking, that kind of stuff. But I just figure, what the hell? But I'm sure you guys are doing a good job.
Thanks, man.
We're
working out the kinks, but so far so good. We've got 2 episodes up already, and then we'll probably film or record the next one probably next week, and then we have a live show on the 25th.
Right.
Again. But yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that. It's wild, man. Like all these prices and stuff, and then obviously you must have saw the menu debacle today, right? And the thing was, like, I'm trying to think to myself, like, what is even $60,000 at Best Buy? I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, it's mistagged, but what in that store would be $60,000 that they would be like, that they would even make a tag that says that?
I'm truly at a loss for words. It doesn't make any sense to me, because they were charging $30 something for not Silent Night. What's it called? Violent Night. The Blu-ray. You get it for like $12 at Target or whatever. But somebody said no, they'll still price match Amazon, or they'll still price match Target, as long as it's a movie that's sell-throughing at that time. It can't be a movie that's like, oh, there's like 5 copies left or something, or somebody else is selling it on Amazon. It has to be an Amazon warehouse sold product. They'll still price match it. So what are they doing? Somebody was like, oh, dude, they're trying to tell their shareholders, hey, we got to get this shit out of our store, and this is their way of doing it. But I don't know. I think somebody said something about Dalton saying what's he saying? Best Buy's trying to get people to subscribe to their $200 a year subscription. Then you'll get movies for regular price. Why would you pay $200 a year to be able to pay regular prices for movies?
Yeah, I have no idea. But you know what? And I don't know if it's still like this or not. You guys can check. But I can remember when Halloween Ends came out, I was like looking it up, and the regular 4K on Amazon was expensive. And I was like, what the hell? And then I was at Best Buy, and it was kind of expensive too. And then my Walmarts and stuff didn't have it. So I don't know if anybody had any issues with that for some reason. Like around me, I was having a little bit of issues finding it. And then all of a sudden I forgot that I had pre-ordered that Steelbook. So then that came in, and I was like, all right, forget it then. But on Amazon. I remember it being pretty expensive. I don't know if it still is though.
I don't know, man.
I'll look it up.
We're in such just weird. I used to call it a utopia, but now it's turning just into the Twilight Zone, right? Because we've got Severin, Scream Factory, Svinegar, Arrow, Visual Vengeance. We got all these great companies doing amazing things. And then physical media is not dead. Let's go to the store and pick it up. Let's check out this movie, The Menu. Oh, honey, it's $60,000 on Blu-ray, no slipcover. It's like, what's going on here? I think we'll eventually. We're gonna get some information on what the situation is, but yeah, they're on some dumb shit. Cheeseburgers, 95 cents.
Oh baby,
God,
McDonald's,
dude.
I love this.
Okay, this movie.
You need that poster on your living room wall. The cheeseburgers 89 cents.
Dude, I'm popping so hard right now. Look at this.
Of course, McDonald's, man, was the place back then.
Look at the Ronald statue.
You know what? That freaking what's his name there? Supersize Me freaking ruined McDonald's for everyone.
What, you got everybody fat or? Oh,
no, it's like I just feel like after that documentary, McDonald's went from like being a cool place to eat, being like almost like if you go in there, it's like embarrassing or something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody at McDonald's has said, "Hey, you should eat our food every single day for a month."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's jaded enough to think that fast food is healthy for you? McDonald's isn't advertising that. Dude, look at these hats. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, Garrett, are you getting a Shamrock Shake?
I've never had one. Never.
Garrett.
No, I've never had one.
You would love it. It's sweet and it tastes good. It's not like it's minty, but it's a sweet mint. They're delicious. What stopped you from getting one? How have you not gotten a Shamrock Shake? Somebody in the chat, please tell me you've had a Shamrock Shake.
I was telling Justin the other day because he asked us when we come to Kansas City. He goes, "Do you want to go to Shake Shack?" And have you been? And I'm like, "No." I'm like, it just doesn't sound like a place that I can eat. Like I haven't had a shake since McDonald's probably since I was like 10.
Just going to cheat.
Any kind of shake. I'm gonna have to. That's why me and Justin right now are doing really good with our. We're gonna get nice and fit for Kansas City because he's gonna send us on when he wants to do like wing contests. He's got it all mapped out, man. We're gonna go nuts there. We're gonna we're just gonna live like that Justin life for like 3 days. Like how does Justin live? Like he'll send us a text at like 1 a.m. and he's like sitting on his couch with like pizza, like box of pizza and like wings and stuff. I'm like, dude, you just like living it. Like you just
God bless him.
It's craziness.
God bless him.
Neon lights, movies, and friggin' Papa John's pizza all hours of the night. No, it's gonna be fun.
Dude, you got to promise me you're gonna try a Shamrock Shake. Just get a small one. You know what I mean?
All right, fine. I'll try a Shamrock Shake.
They're good. Oh, don't mess with that dude. Oh, Grandpa's pissed now.
This is like Renfield right here. It's basically a remake. Yeah, his fangs suck, dude.
Yeah, they're not even sharp.
It's like dull fangs. I want that Ronald statue right there.
Fast Food Fest 23.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if they had it everywhere, but when I was a kid, they used to have in McDonald's. You'd sit down and you'd get on a telephone, and Ronald would be on the other end. It was like always a recording, but as a little kid, you thought you were talking to like Jesus or something on the other line.
Oh my god! Did you hear about Scream 6 being 2 hours and 31?
I did, yeah.
3 minutes, excuse me, not 31. No,
it's supposed to be long. They said it was the longest one so far.
Why is this a trend now? What's going on? Like, what's wrong with an hour and 20 minutes? You can't tell a story in an hour and 20 minutes? I can do a lot of shit in an hour and 20 minutes, man. I mean, Jesus. The world's coming to an end.
It's so funny because, like, I don't know, a movie like this to have McDonald's in it, I wonder if that, I don't know, it just seems interesting.
Is this a McDonald's produced movie like Mac and Me?
I don't know.
What has the best vintage vibes though in terms of appeal inside the restaurant around this era? Is it Mickey D's,
It's
Taco Bell, or Burger King,
it's got to
or
be
Wendy's?
McDonald's. I mean, Wendy's to me was one of those things where I loved. They used to have this thing, the Super Bar, that I used to go to. I don't remember that. If you remember that, it was the
No.
best. It's like as soon as that was gone, Wendy's just became like one of the other ones. It was back then. It was like they had like a bar, and like you go up and you could get like tacos, nachos, spaghetti, and meatballs,
I do remember
salad
that.
bar.
I do remember
Wild,
that.
dude. It's like we used to go there. My brother and I, that's all we'd get, and we'd make like this like concoction of like different stuff on our plate. I don't even think we got burgers half the time we were there.
You just
back then.
unlocked a suppressed memory.
Woo! I can still remember that. I can still remember that like that pasta. It was like kind of like shorter but like thicker noodles, kind of like it was like they were only about that long. So good, man. So good.
John Fletcher. My grandpa is a McGrampa.
That would have been so killer if it was called that. I would love that.
Uh-oh. Oh, you don't like the crosses.
Oh, they're pissed.
I always felt like Wendy's was like the target of the fast food restaurants. Like it's a little classier, it's a little nicer,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
It felt like that for a long time, especially back then. Now, not so much, but maybe a little bit. I feel like Wendy's around here is a little bit fewer and far between. We don't have as many here.
I've got a good Wendy's. I've got a brand new Mickey D's. Dude, I feel like I didn't seize the moment with these McDonald's buckets for Halloween. I only got the ghost, and I have so much regret.
Really?
I every time I went 3 times, and all 3 times they're like, we just have the ghost, and I didn't want the ghost. I wanted the goblin. I love green. Who doesn't love green, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just never got it.
You know what I think it was is because we were having issues over here too. I think what they did was they got them like different weeks, like because that's what happened here. The first week I could only get the ghost, and then all of a sudden it was like a week later, it was like they only had the witch or the goblin. Then the last week it was like pumpkin or whatever. Because I thought for sure I was not going to get some of them, but then all of a sudden I just kept trying, and it was like it just took a little bit longer for them to get them in.
So were you eating a lot of Mickey D's, or was your kid eating a lot of Mickey D's?
My kid he loved it because I'd pick him up from school and I would go there and get it. And he was like, but then all of a sudden when I got all the buckets, I was like, yeah, we're not going anymore, buddy. And he was like so pissed.
Dude, I guarantee you though, if you look at a chart, McDonald's spiked in
no
chicken
doubt.
nugget sales in October.
Well, you know those things are coming back. They've got to yeah. I was just gonna say, Mel. How what's the closest McDonald's to you? She lives like I bet it's probably 25 minutes at least.
She lives in the country, or
yeah.
Mel was putting on the miles for them buckets.
She's on a hunt.
Oh man. Yeah, dude, Tabata Vision. Brandon has a bunch of the old school ones. I'm sure you do. I can't remember. Did you show those off in your?
No, I had them all as a kid, like all of them. I had even like the different pumpkins with the different faces. I had like the purple witch. I had all those. I used to put crayons in them when I was a kid, and I don't have them anymore. I got none of them.
You got Mac and Me poster back there, but you ain't got your buckets.
I love this poster. Yeah, I have the new buckets, but I don't have the originals anymore.
God damn it, Garrett! I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, I got the lids for them." Nobody's got the lids anymore.
No, I wish I did though.
Anyway, there's the father.
Father's getting. He's like, I finally got you, father. I like this little Corey Haim fake Corey Haim kid. Look at him.
I know. Dude, I want to have a marathon day, nothing but kids horror movies. It's gonna start. It's gonna start with Return. It's gonna end with Return of the Living Dead 2. That'll be the main event. But it's gonna be My Grandpa is a Vampire with a swift transition into the Willies.
I love that.
Which is a great one. We need that on Blu-ray, man. We need that.
Even the DVDs that we have aren't that great, like in the sense of like they're like the one I have is like a double pack, and I want a nice standalone edition Blu-ray. That's like I could see Vinegar Syndrome doing that. I mean, I can even see Severin Kids doing it.
I think it's just, dude, Seven Kids has my full blessing. They can do the Willies.
Yeah, I don't know what else they've done. I have 2 other ones from them. I have that Peanut Butter Solution, which I highly recommend. I have a movie called like Magic Carnival or something, Carnival Magic or something. It's pretty good.
If McDonald's brings back the McPizza, they will be my number one. I thought I read something about the McPizza. Or am I just imagining that?
You know what it was? I think Dinosaur Dracula was just doing a lot about it recently.
How many McPizzas did you tear up in 92, Garrett?
I don't remember them actually. I have no recollection of that at all.
Dude, you had to have been slugging pizzas in '92 from Mickey D's.
Pizza for me was always Pizza Hut.
You didn't get the McPizza with a fry.
I don't think so. You know what I did think was pretty cool? Like there's a couple I do remember. Like remember the Arch something? It was called like the Arch Deluxe or something. Do you remember that thing? That was a big one for a while.
Yes, I do remember the Arch Deluxe.
Is that what it's called, Arch Deluxe?
I think it was. Let me see.
And then, you know which one always intrigued me is I don't know if you remember, but like where you had like the burger and the bun on one side, it was hot, and then like the other side had all like the cold stuff, and then you would flip the box and they would go together.
Yes.
Remember that thing? What was that called? That thing was sick. It makes me like when I watch the commercial, I think it's the commercial with like George Costanza in it. And it looks so good. Like it looks like wicked refreshing. Like you get all the lettuce on one side, but you know for a fact that's not what it looked like when you got it. It was just like fucking plopped on there.
So check this out.
Oh, McDLT. That's what it was called, Jamie Hart. Yeah.
Arch Deluxe was a hamburger sold by fast food restaurant chain McDonald's in '96 and marketed specifically to adults. It was soon discontinued after failing to become popular despite a massive marketing campaign, and now is considered one of the most expensive flops of all time. It was a quarter pounder. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I remember the hype. The hype for that was big. So yeah,
I do too. This is what it says. It was a quarter pounder of beef on a split top potato, flour, sesame seed bun, topped with a circular piece of peppered bacon, leaf lettuce, tomato, American cheese, onions, ketchup, and Dijon mustard.
Wow.
Dude, that actually, I would drop the mustard because I don't like mustard, but like the bun looks nice. It's like an artisan burger, dude. It's just like this nice looking burger. Oh, man.
I was watching my buddy on here, Greg. What was his name? I don't think he's even doing YouTube anymore. Shoot, I can't remember what his YouTube name was. But Radical Ryan was the other guy. They did it together, and I guess there's like a cheat at McDonald's when they have the. I never had the McFish. What is the McFish one called? What is that called?
The serve and serve.
No, oh, yeah, I've never. Yeah,
fillet of fish.
Fillet of fish. But I guess if you go in there and you do like you order like a land and sea burger or something, it's like they give you like. You get like all the different. You get like fish, chicken, and like beef, like with like stuff in between or something. Like this one big burger or whatever. I didn't even know anything about it.
Yep, and then the McGangbang, which I'm sure you know about.
I don't know anything about that. What is that?
It's an unofficial item. It just depends on where you go, and it is true. I remember I went to a Mickey D's 30 minutes from me, and I wanted it, and they didn't do it. The one in my home, I almost said my hometown online. In my hometown, did it, but then they demolished it, and then they built the new one in front of the Walmart, and now they don't do it. But basically, if you ask for McGangbang, they just give you like a Big Mac, but they'll throw a hot and spicy in the middle of it.
No way.
So that's what's called the McGangbang.
That is wild.
And it's like a big thing. It's not like a local thing to me. Like it's but it's delicious. It's really good.
The McGangbang, you have to say it though, drive-thru.
Hi, I'll have one McGangbang, please.
Oh my god.
There's something I don't understand. How come you aren't?
What the hell? Justice Smith says you can also get an apple pie in your McFlurry.
That actually sounds good.
I used to love those McFlurries when they first came out.
They deep fry them pies, dude.
I haven't had. Oh man, I have one of those pies, and I can't. Do they still make those?
I'm sure. I mean, I know Whataburger does, but you don't know about Whataburger, do you? They don't have those up there. Dude, you'd love Whataburger. Greasiest burger in the South.
Really? They just announced that we were getting In-N-Out up here soon. Because we don't have that here either.
I wish I had an In-N-Out. There was one in Michigan that I went to. I went to a Steak and Shake too. I'm sure you have those.
No.
No,
Nope.
that was good.
We have Five Guys. That's our big burger place now.
Yeah, that's fine. Five Guys is fine. I know some people
I
that
like
live
it.
and die by it. You know, they
What
love
the
Five
hell
Guys.
do? Fuck.
Oh, you need a timestamp?
Hold on.
Strawberry cream pies are the best from Mickey D's, Dalton.
I didn't even know what those are. I didn't even know they had those. Strawberry cream pie. Yeah, fast food in the 90s was killer.
Grandpa's gotta go. Son of a bitch. The kid, here come the tears. Come on, Grandpa, just hang around. No, I'm sad. Grandpa's bailing, dude. Garrett, I don't take you for a Subway guy. Maybe I'm wrong.
I used to be. There was one down right at a gym I was managing, and we used to go all the time. But I haven't been to Subway now in probably 5 years, maybe.
Were you a Quiznos dude?
You know, I've only had Quiznos a couple times. They were only here for a very short time, I feel like. They were kind of like in and out. But you know what's funny is I was always when I used to go to Subway a lot, I would always get like different things, but I was always a tuna guy there. And then that whole thing came out where it was like it wasn't real tuna, or there was like no tuna in there, and I'm like, what the hell was I eating all those years? I was like, shit, that's what I always get. Like, but I don't know. I don't know what they ended up finding out about that.
I haven't eaten at Subway in a while. I always used to get the same thing, Italian bread, meatball marinara, and I used to say cover it in cheese. I would leave eating a 2,000 calorie sandwich. You know,
I actually like Subway. It's just I just never go.
I'd get the baked chips though.
They always ask you like at the end, like they try to like chips, cookie. I'm like, no.
I get the baked chips for balance.
The one near me now, because they have them at Walmart's here. I don't know if they have them where you are too.
What? You have a Subway in your Walmart?
Yeah.
We don't have a restaurant in our Walmart, man. We had the good old Mickey D's when I first came here, but they shut it down. Then they put a Subway in there, and then they shut that down. Now there's no food in there. No restaurants in the Walmart.
Yeah, it was. Now they're doing ices now, which is pretty 90s, I guess.
Yeah. Come on, Grandpa, just hang around, dude. You obviously don't want to go either.
He's a vamp. What is he gonna go for?
He just said in a little while, crocodile. He said the rhyme to the kid. Later, alligator. Dude, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, look at
He's
the
floating
lights.
away. Look at the blue.
Oh.
Come on, Grandpa. Dude, this would have killed me as a child.
Oh yeah.
I've been begging for mercy, crying my eyes out.
Look at that, dude. Look at that moon.
Akeem, get ready. My grandpa's a vampire wax melt's coming soon.
They're just like neon colors, like greens, and smells like McDonald's.
You know, it's so funny talking about that because me and Sydney were talking about doing ET related stuff down the road, and I was like, Sydney, we have to do Mac and Me if we do it.
Oh,
and she loves Mac and Me too, so she's like, oh yeah, of course we'll do Mac and Me.
Like, do you want this ET that smells like peanut butter, or do you want this Mac and Me that smells French fries?
It smells like French fries. On the artwork for one of the Mac and Me wax ones, I'm gonna screen grab the kid falling to his death in a wheelchair.
This one smells like ash or like explosion. That's wild, man. That whole thing. That is insanity.
Maybe they'll befriend this grandpa. No, they don't. Dude, the whole house is just lit in green. This is amazing.
Look at that. Look at that too. The backdrop. Like I'm dying to know if that was something that was color corrected in this for this, or that's just how it was. Because that's really heavy greens and colors like that.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the aesthetic they went for, you know?
It's pretty cool.
We should do Jaws wax melts. Blu-ray Addict has a Mickey D's in his Walmart. I mean, Garrett, you don't strike me as the kind of guy, like when you go to Walmart, you're going in and you're getting your shit, you're getting out. I can't imagine you as the type that is going to go through the trouble of going to Mickey D's in Walmart.
Nah, I get in and get out. I usually, but you know what though? I'll grocery shop in there too because we have like groceries in there and stuff, and you know I'll buy a lot of my. I kind of just get everything done in one hit and then boom out. That's it. It's over.
That's it, guys.
I mean, again, I think it's definitely something that I'm gonna go back and rewatch with like full sound on and all this other stuff. But I mean, it was basic, but it seemed like something as a kid I would have really dug.
Yeah, it's very charming and very colorful. Especially, guys, if you watch this movie with the lights out, it's gonna fill your room with color.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from my grandpa's a vampire. It's a masterpiece.
I'm actually shocked that it hasn't had more fanfare. I haven't heard anybody talk about this movie ever. And you just think about the way it looks and just the basic of it and being about a vampire, that it would have been something we would have heard about, you know, growing up at some point. Like you said, it had to have been on those shelves of movies that we were going to check out. It had to have been.
Well, Garrett, did you notice this? There's an Al Lewis book in our Blu-ray.
Let's see what we got here. I got this right here. Boom.
Dude, look at this. There's a shot
Oh,
of
yeah.
the kids on the front.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Who wrote this? I don't know. I gotta see.
We gotta check it out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty got a lot of information in here about this.
My grandpa's a vampire, man. It was a good. This is. I still haven't watched. I think I'm gonna sell my what you
Four Flies.
call it. I think I'm gonna sell it, man.
You can go for it. Why not?
Piz was talking about having guests on his Sunday night stream, so you guys going to join? If he asks and if he can afford me. Piz
yeah,
thinks he's cool, man. Piz has that rinky dink video store Fright Night 2 poster, just a white one. I've got the Australian original poster.
That's what I got. I have that one that you have too. That's the same one I have. Mine's folded. Is yours folded too?
It's folded. It's clearly the better poster. Yeah,
I always like that image because I like when things match.
up there.
Yeah, see, like I like that it matches. That's what I like about it. You know, that it just has that same image, but it's like, okay, part 2, it's the, you know, the apartment building. Yeah,
0% chance you don't have the Artisan DVD.
Oh, I have it.
That's what I'm saying. I knew you.
Oh yeah,
0% chance you don't have it.
No, yeah, I have that one. I've told a story on this on my channel before. I have so listen to this. So I have the VHS. I don't have the VHS that's shaped like that freaking coffin though. That's the one you're gonna get.
I did a video on that today, man. It's amazing. I found promo ads for it that I was showing on screen. It was like, holy shit, look at this, guys.
Yeah, I have the white VHS. I had it sealed, and oh
no, tell him you cracked it,
dude. So it was like one night we were doing like a stream with Dead Pit, and we were talking about something. I said, "Oh yeah, I have a sealed Friday Night 2 over here," and it was like on a shelf.
Fuck, you son of a.
It was on like that window shelf that I made. I had it displayed there, and I took it off really quick, and it must have tore the bottom. Because then as I'm showing it on camera, I can see the bottom starting to like come through. I'm like, no, like it must have split the seam at the bottom or whatever. So it's like not completely sealed now. There's like a big slit at the bottom.
Oh, so you didn't just say to hell with it?
No, I didn't take it out. No.
Why don't you get a case for it? Like a little plastic case.
I should probably do that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I should. So I have that, and then I have the Artisan DVD, which I've talked about before. That was impossible to find back then. Like you could, I saw it at a store, I saw it at Best Buy, and I was gonna buy it, and then I bought like Suspiria instead, and then I went back to get it, it was gone, and then for whatever reason that thing went out of print like forever, and so I was so pissed, like because I just couldn't get it anymore, that I did this thing where I went on a hunt to like all these like Blockbusters and mom and pop video stores to try to find it. Finally found it at a Blockbuster. I went up and I grabbed it and I said to the guy, I'm not going to bring this back, just so you know. So how much do I have to pay you right now, straight up? The guy was like, oh, $15. I'm like, all right, here you go. And I just took it. And that's the Artisan one I have was straight from Blockbuster. Wasn't any kind of like weird case or anything. It was all legit. Still got you open it up, it's still got the little like insert inside and everything. But that's how I had to get it back then because I could not get it.
Do you almost wonder you run the risk by saying that? Because what if they're like, I'm not renting it to you then. Give it back.
I thought for sure that was what they were going to probably say, but I was like, I have to figure it out because the thing is I didn't want, because it was like on the shelf, it had like the artwork, the case, the book. I didn't want to rent it and then them take the disc out and put it in one of those like shitty, here's the thing you can take home.
Right.
So I needed to tell them because I wanted that art, the case, everything. So yeah, I do have it. I'm so excited for this release that we're getting, but I'm just nervous because if it's Cinemuseum that's doing it, their releases can be pretty expensive. Like I'm talking like $100 expensive.
Do you have anything from them?
I don't, but Mel ordered the Lost Boys set from them, and I think it was like $200. But it's one of those things too where like I think they're almost like made to order. So not only is it hasn't dropped yet, but once we order it, I think they build them and then they send out however many they sold or whatever. So it's like it's going to take a while. And I think I'm going to probably bite the bullet on their big set that they're going to do because they always do like a huge set and then like a smaller set. But I already saw Tom Holland said that in the big set, he's going to be putting in the Fright Night, the Steelbook that we have, but it's signed by him. And I'm like, fuck, I should just get...
So what's up? They're doing this big set you're talking about. They're doing this for Fright Night 1. This company is doing something for Fright Night 1 and 2, or just so I can understand what you're saying.
So what I'm hearing is that they're going to do a big, just a regular Fright Night 2 set. Then they're going to do like this huge Fright Night 2 set. But I think as a bonus, Tom Holland is going to put in 4K of Fright Night, the Steelbook, signed as like a bonus. So it's basically you're getting almost like a box set and everything will be housed together.
Oh, without question, I'm doing that. You want to know why?
But it's probably going to be $200, but I mean,
That's fine.
I still will buy it.
That's fine. Knock on wood. He's not going anywhere.
Right.
But Tom Holland is in his 80s.
You know what else? I do not have Tom Holland's autograph. Out of all the autographs I have, I do not have a Tom Holland. So for me, I'm kind of like, I might as well just get it. And I love when like things are housed together. So I think there's going to be like a big box that fits around everything. So it's going to be a cool addition. I don't know how limited it's going to be, but that's just what I'm hearing because he posted something that he's signing them all. And then on the back, he's writing like CM or something, making say like for the Cinemuseum set or whatever. So it's definitely something they're working on.
That's very exciting. That's great. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that thinks Fright Night 2 is better than 1. I think it's very close, but I still think Fright Night 1 is
I think it's Fright Night 1 is better, but I think it's a very good sequel.
So good
to that movie, you know, and I saw them together. Like the first time I saw Fright Night 2 was a back-to-back on like TV, like when I was a kid. So going back to back as a young kid and seeing them both at the same time, it was like it just fit. It just worked. So yeah. I'm really, really excited for it.
All right, Garrett, we're not going to be too much longer, but if you're fine, I told people if you just had a question to ask us, if you want. Dalton says, are posters y'all's second favorite collector item, or is it masks, busts, or figures?
For me, it's posters. That's the one thing I told Christian too, like when I did my room tour and stuff. The one thing I haven't got into is busts, and it's kind of one of those things I kind of wish I did, and I'm still looking for like one perfect bust because I have a spot that I know where I want it to go. And I think what it is with busts now is it's just I don't really have many places to put them unless I revamp my library room a little bit. But
Oh yeah.
But I want one. There's one I want. I have the option to get. I have to move quick if I want to do it, but there's a real good artist doing a Chris Sarandon, Jerry Dandridge bust right now that looks freaking insane, and his work is incredible. But it's expensive, and I just don't know if that's the one I want. Because again, I think I just need one nice one. I don't know what I want yet, though. But that could be something I'm interested in for sure.
Yeah, the only thing I could say is I don't know if there's anything that you have always longed for to go for it, but honestly, that sounds really cool. Like my baby Freddy, that's always been my goal. I'll never get something that cool again, so I've kind of retired from buying busts, to be honest with you. But never get cheap stuff. Always just get. I always tell people if they ask, not that you need any advice on collecting, for God's sakes, but
No.
don't buy cheap stuff and then say I'll get something nicer down the road.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I've had that happen with plenty of things. Like when I first started my first movie room, I was buying like a lot of like crappy stuff just to hold me over, and then the thing is, you end up buying better, and you're kind of like, why the hell did I just waste my money on that?
Exactly.
Just waited, you know.
And I've got masks sitting in boxes in the closet, just sitting in boxes. Trick or Treat Studios masks, like, you know.
Because you can only have so much space to put everything too, and I mean, your Friday busts are really good, really cool.
They are.
Like that Friday 3 one is one that I really, really like.
Dude, it's scary. When I got it, Sydney was just like, she was Christian, this is getting too real. This is disgusting. Because it's in person, it's brutal. My Jason Goes to Hell is resin, so if I threw it at you, it would knock you out. It's solid as a rock. It's beautiful. Devil's Latex killed that Jason Takes Manhattan. I am lying to you. One of these days, I'm gonna buy the torso Jason Takes Manhattan. I'm gonna do it, and I'm just gonna rearrange shit again. But other than that, I'm pretty much retired. The Fridays are so fun. I think eventually you'll break down and get a Friday. Gotta have one. Whatever your favorite Friday is, you'll get one.
I'd probably get 3 or 4. I think if I part 3 or 4 if I had to choose one.
Go to that guy that I got mine from because he's
is he still doing them?
Yeah. He does. He did a Terrifier clown that was insane. Just insane.
Oh, who is it?
I have to. I did a video. I did a video on it. I forgot the company. Somebody in the chat maybe can say it, but I forgot.
Because I follow somebody that just posted some Terrifier stuff. It looked really good.
Might have been him. Super talented guy. Stupid talented. He did the spider from Spookies, and I said, how much? He goes, oh, no. I did this for me. I'm not making these or selling it. This took me years to make. Go look that up. Your jaw is going to drop. It's one of his older photos. Maybe you've seen it before.
What is it?
He did the spider from Spookies.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah, you go. I'll send you the video of it. But dude, it's this guy's super talented. You can't go wrong. And if you want a mask, man, get with Piz. I'm sure he'll take care of you. He did my part 3 mask. He did a really good job, But there's great companies too. Crash Cunningham mask. You've got masks, so you could use one of your masks already. Yeah. I forgot you already have.
I have masks. They could be they're from Creation X. I've had them for 15 years probably.
Great guy.
And the thing is too, they look nice, but like they've fallen so many times off like this shit. They're on like a top of a shelf. And when I first moved in, it was like trial and error of like how I had to kind of put them in the stands. And they've fallen so many times off the shelf that like pieces of them are like the paint is kind of chipped on the bottoms of some of them.
This guy's a character.
Yeah. So that's the only thing right now is that just like some of the paint on the bottom is like chipped off.
Yeah.
But the masks are in good condition.
Good, yeah. They look good in the video too. Everything looked good in that video. Drago says, where do you guys find most of your posters? You get them all over the place. You get collectors. And
eBay is mostly where I get them, unfortunately, because, nothing's cheap on there anymore. And then you pay fees and all this other crap. My uncle, I got a couple from before. He had a big collection, but I think he's selling a lot off, or he has sold a lot off originals and stuff. Doing a show with Dead Pit next week, and we're going to be doing posters. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. Are we just gonna talk about our favorites that we have, or showcase? That's the problem. Is like, how do we showcase these? It's just gonna be too. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but you guys are into posters, check it out. We're gonna have a pretty cool show, but I'm just kind of trying to figure out how the concept's gonna be. I have a whole box of folded that I could probably bring to the table and kind of just undo them and show them. But
Dude, that I'm addicted to horror movie posters. To me, there's when there's nothing like. Don't get me wrong. I'm a print guy. I have told people about that website, which my answer for that question is, if I buy original, I wait to get. It's actually, guys, you can still get original posters decent. I got Shocker for $25 folded. I really lucked out with that Fright Night too. It's an Australian, a gentleman, and I'm so sorry. I said that in the video I did today. It was 6 or 7 years ago. The guy, I had a Nothing Burger channel at the time too. Not that I have much now. I'm doing good, but this guy says, "Hey, I got something for you. What's your address?" And I gave my address, and I opened it up, and it was an Australian Fright Night 2 poster, which I've got hanging up now. It's fucking beautiful. But I got that eBay and moviepostershop.com, but my second favorite poster I've ever gotten is my video store Dream Child poster. It's that beautiful blue poster with the carriage and Freddy with his glove over his mouth, and whatever kind of light they use to hit Freddy on that poster, it changes the color of his shirt. So it's red and yellow. He's not red and green on his shirt. So
wow.
the color on that poster, if you look at it, it completely changed the tone of his it changed the tone of his shirt. As you can see,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
red and
yeah,
yellow.
yep.
Beautiful poster. So I love that. It's way cooler than the theatrical movie poster for that movie, I think. Although that's a good poster too. Let's see. We'll take a couple more. A drummer. Good question. Do you guys have a Grail item you have always wanted in your collection? You don't want like an original Halloween poster or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I mean something like that. I would probably say maybe like some poster. I'm trying to think if there's anything off the top of my head that I really really want. I mean, again, a nice bust is something I really want in my collection. Like I have like like some of my I have some Myers masks. Like I wouldn't mind sending them off and getting them all redone. But again, that's another whole expense. I wouldn't mind doing that to get some of my Myers masks looking a lot better. There was actually, it was kind of considered, in my opinion, a Grail piece for me. I almost had it too, but I just didn't pull the trigger because it was so expensive. There's a guy online that did you ever see the Merkins did a video? It was like a Vanilla Ice video, but they had the Myers mask with the Vanilla Ice haircut. Did you ever see that?
Yes. It's coming. Yes, I have.
The guy who made that did like a run of 7, and
Oh God.
I
How
was in
much
the
are those?
he wanted like 800, and I wanted it so freaking bad. It was so killer, man. It was like the Myers mask, and it had like the eyebrow with the slits in it. It had the Vanilla Ice hair. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be so killer. And I put my name on the list, but then when it came down to it, and he said the price, I was like, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. But now I can't find them anywhere. I've looked on eBay and shit. It's like that might have been like my only opportunity to get it. But it was pretty freaking sick though. And as much as it's weird, like it's just so different, it's just like I just thought it was so unique. That was something I always kind of wanted. But off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know what I'd always want.
I know exactly what it is I want. Exactly. And it's a pipe dream because for some reason they're very rare and very expensive. The Return of the Living Dead 2 video store display 3D tornado zombie stand thing that says Lorbar Pictures on it. Do you know what I'm talking about, Garrett?
No.
Watch this.
But it's not a thing that hangs, right?
No, it's a glass porcelain thing, and it's you know the poster obviously.
Oh yeah. It's that thing, yeah. Yeah, show me. I was gonna say, I think Uncle Bill has some kind of like Return of the Living Dead 2 movie store prop, but I think it hangs though.
It's so rare that sometimes it's hard just to find a Google image of it. Let me see. Maybe I got to be very, very specific in my search.
Yeah, I see Brandon in the chat asked about the 27 by 41 poster frames. Yeah, that's why I don't display a lot of 27 by 41s because the frames are so expensive. 27 by 40 frames are like $20. 27 by 41 frames are like $75.
Found it. Now, Garrett, this thing is my holy grail. Holy grail. I've wanted this thing for my entire life. All right, let me share my screen. When you look at it, it's going to be like this little thing, but it's like literally the coolest thing I've ever seen. There it is.
Oh yeah, it lights up too, huh?
Well, I don't know. It's.
I mean, that looks like. I mean, that's super cool. It's probably. I mean, that's probably pretty fucking rare.
Yeah, it's not mega big either. It's probably like 7 or 8 inches tall, but it says Return of the Living Dead 2 from Lorimar Pictures, and it's the tornado. I call it the tornado zombie, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it is just the coolest thing. Look, it looked like it's sold on some kind of Oh, here's more pictures of it. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I love it. I love stuff like that. Do you have? I saw in your video, you have a Friday 5 hockey mask thing.
Oh yeah.
But do you have the video store?
No, I don't. Piz has it.
Dude, it's very expensive.
I almost got that. But dude, I remember back in the day, I was on eBay trying to get it, and it was like $50, $60, and back then I was kind of like, I don't know, maybe. And like you look at it now, you're like, holy shit, for $50 or $60, like what a steal that would be. But no, I don't have that original. I have something that I kind of made to simulate that. So I have the mask that they used on the cover of that VHS tape, and then I just I have like a red hue thing that fits underneath it, and I just shine it red. Oh, what size? These are 24 by 36s. All these ones right here, and these are like artist prints, so they're really, really nice quality. Like these are like hand drawn. All these things, so like the paper's like really thick. It's not like paper. It's like I don't even know what you call it. Thick like paper that they use to like artists would use. And these are all just done and signed by the artist. So they're really, really valuable and rare. But they're only 24 by 36. The ones around my couch, and then the rest in the room are all 27 by 40s and 27 by 41s.
We'll do one more question. We'll wrap it up. Let's see if we have one. I don't know. I might have missed a bunch of them. May as well end with another poster question. What is your favorite poster in the room? What is your favorite poster in the room, Garrett? Can I guess?
Yeah.
Last Action Hero.
Actually, you know what? I love that poster, but I'm gonna say if I have to. So like that, I don't know if you saw my room tour, the Lost Boys poster right above my like snack bar area that I talk about.
Oh,
it's probably my favorite. It's like a hand drawn image, but if it has to be like a original or like any kind of like original artwork, this Jaws one, I have a Jaws one right here that's really cool. That was done by the artist, signed and all that stuff. And then my Lost Boys one is not an original that I have displayed. I have an original, but this one that's displayed is not really good quality though. I don't even know what company did it back in the day, but of course, because it's signed by pretty much the whole cast, that it's probably my favorite thing that I have down here because, a lot of the cast is already dead now. So it's good to have it on there. I'm only missing like 2 people on there. So to me, that's probably my favorite just because of the signatures and stuff on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael's used to sell 27. Huh. Yeah, that's the problem. Do you have a lot of those frames, Christian? The 27 by 41s? Those are hard to find. Like they're easy to find, but they're pricey. I only have 2 down here.
I have I have one, and I use it for Halloween 3, which I have on the door when you walk into the horror room now. But I just decided some of the ones I have, like Chud 2, I just have them rolled up and put away because I I, I don't want to keep bending some of these as much.
Right. Yeah.
And fortunately, Fright Night 2 was 89, 88, so it is in fact 27 by 40, not 41. So it must have been right at the cutoff
Huh.
when they stopped doing that. So fortunately, my Fright Night 2, I don't have to bend anything. It just fits in there perfectly.
Does it? I wonder what mine is because I have I have it too, and I'm wondering if
You have the American one, or
it's the same image. So maybe it's does the American one have that version?
all I know is mine is Australian. I've got the
Now
big
does it
RP16 on
Oh,
it.
it does. I'll check.
And I don't have to fold mine. Mine fits perfectly in.
Well, that's what's nice about a lot of those, like even like the 27 by 41s, like of the old movies. If you can find like, which is not technically an original, but I'm cool with it, like a video store poster, you can get a lot of those 80s ones at the 27 by 40 mark if you buy like a video store poster where instead of saying like coming to theaters, this is in the bottom like coming to video cassette soon or something. You can
Right.
lose that inch and then fit them right into your frame. So I'll do that a lot if I get a good deal on some of them.
Definitely. John, that Creepers poster you posted yesterday or the other day on Instagram is insane, dude.
Yeah,
We need a room tour from you. Movie Junkie John, how are you doing? He goes, "What's up, guys? Need to see this movie soon." It is on Tubi, but honestly, if you're into just fun, colorful 90s aesthetic vampire films, man, just go ahead and grab the Severin. My Grandpa's a Vampire Blu-ray. You'll be happy with it.
looks great. Yeah.
Looks great on Blu-ray. Anyway, guys, we actually stayed strong, man. We were hanging around 60, 70 people tonight, which is just
Nice.
But this
For
is
a watch along.
this is gonna have legs. I know it. This episode is gonna have legs. It's gonna sweep the nation, sweep the globe. I hope you guys enjoyed that. For if you're hanging out with us live, thanks for hanging out and just being a fly on the wall for a lot of the
sure.
conversation. And Garrett, thanks for being cool enough to have good taste in movies and just jump on the My Grandpa's a Vampire, because otherwise I think I would have been the only person who bought it.
Yeah, I knew we had to do this because again, it's like one of those ones we both were like, this looks rad, and then it was like we both never seen it, so kind of was a perfect storm, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if we've confirmed it, but I'm seeing you again this week, right?
Yes.
That's a real thing, right?
Yes, real thing.
All right, so if you pop over to my channel, you can see Christian on Wednesday. Wednesday evening, I think we said. Is that what we said?
Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
We're
keep
gonna
your eyes
honor
open. I'll be posting about it.
Yep. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Sub to him after you posted the room tour. Good deal.
Hey,
John.
thank you both. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Brandon, Michael, Sullivan, John Flesher. John Flesher, man, you better stop stunting on Instagram. You're gonna piss me off eventually with all that nice stuff you got.
He does have a lot of good stuff.
All right, guys, take it easy. God bless. Have a great weekend. Weekend's half over now. Have a great Sunday tomorrow. Take it easy. Get you a Mountain Dew Pitch Black Zero Shug. It's gone. Ooh. I liked it. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a great night. We'll see y'all later.
Peace, everybody.